Hi guys, so my name is Michelle Tibbett and I'll be presenting on equipment needed, classifications of equipment, and the introduction to the styles of service. So let's get started with the introduction to equipment needed in a food service operation or restaurant. So the key point here is that delivery and service of food requires different equipment depending on its needs and the type of operation. So each step of the procedure requires specialized equipment, and each procedure or step includes reheating food if necessary, assembling the food, transporting the food, distribution, and serving. So, like I said, each food service system has its own requirements and they try to follow similar guidelines. And there are a few different types of equipment, including fixed or built-in equipment, mobile or portable, and these are just general equipment. And then there's equipment for a specific use, like reheating, assembling, temperature, maintenance, transporting, and serving. But for each of the food service systems, which are conventional, commissary, ready prepared, and assembly/serving food, the guidelines are the same. So for fixed or built-in equipment, this is equipment that is planned as an integral part of a facility at the time it's being built, like elevators, transportation methods for food, or for your servers to get around your restaurant or organization, automatic cart transport, dumbwaiters to move food, trays or soiled and clean dishes to another level within the facility. So this is used in larger operations as well as small operations. Mobile equipment will include equipment that is moved on wheels or casters, including delivery trucks for off-premises to use to transport food from a commissary or central kitchen to a meal site, like a catering venue or even a Meals on Wheels program. There's also movable carts and trucks that are used for centralized service, and assembly equipment and gallery units can be mobile as well. This is really helpful for flexibility of arrangement and efficiency. We'll continue on with the general classification of equipment. So portable equipment is items that can be carried rather than moved on wheels or casters, and this allows for delivery and service equipment like pans, totes, or hand carriers is a better name, to be transported without spillage. Totes are typically insulated to retain temperature of foods for a short time, transport, or delivery, and foods can be pre-plated and kept at proper temperatures for service. And the common types of plates and trays include pellet disc, which is a metal disc that is preheated and placed in a metal base like a hot plate that keeps food warm for service for approximately 40 to 45 minutes. And these can be individually portioned up for service, like in a hospital setting, like a commissary setting, and placed over pellet disc and then covered to keep warm. Another type of plate and tray includes insulated trays with insulated covers, and this includes a design with variety and versatility depending on the menu of the day. So say you have an entree with your starch, protein, and vegetable one day, and then the next day it's something totally different, or you're serving a different type of meal like breakfast. This helps with variety and versatility. The food is portioned, dishes are placed on tray, and then covered with the cover. This promotes synergism, which is the combined effects of individual units exceeding the sum of the individual effects. So this is where some insulated trays are basically stacked to work together in a column to maintain proper temperatures. This allows for the temperatures to balance out and retain heat well for a short period of time. So equipment for specific uses. There are specialized equipment that may be required for some service systems, like reheating frozen or chilled foods. These are foods that are prepared, cooked, frozen, or chilled ahead of time for later service, and they must be reheated at the serving time. Proper equipment must be used, including convection ovens, conduction or conventional ovens, microwave ovens, infrared ovens, immersion equipment like vacuum sealed pouches to slowly immerse the food in a warm liquid. And overall, the objective is to heat the food product to the correct service temperature while retaining nutrient content, microbial safety, and sensory quality. Another example for equipment for specific uses is meal assembly. This is an important step in the delivery service system. Methods vary depending on specific needs of operation, but it may require simple equipment like table or counters for bagging, plating, or food, or conveyors that are mobile or built in. And continued on. Temperature maintenance and holding. Foods prepared and ready for service must be held for short periods until needed and must be done using proper equipment to transport to consumers or another area of a facility. Short-time holding equipment like refrigerated and heated storage units are used, and these will keep the food at a maintained or chilled certain temperature but will not heat the food. So it's not cooking the food but keeping it out of the temperature danger zone. Examples include movable refrigerated units, infrared lamps like in a food pass in a restaurant, preheated carts, or steam table with plate warmers for restaurant service. The picture on the left is an example of meal distribution carts, and this can be anything from the pictures you see to like speed racks that have sheet trays with ingredients prepared on them. And then the picture in the middle is portable equipment, portable tote to maintain temperature, just to keep food hot, like if you're going to a catered event or anywhere in your operation. The third picture on the right is a gallery station, and it is a mobile equipment as it can be transported within your facility. Continued on, transportation and delivery, mobile equipment and portable equipment like we just saw in the previous slide. These maintain the temperature, like banquet carts, buffet or catering tables are really good examples of these, and they're available for transporting food from the kitchen to the consumer. And the way a manager decides if they need these for their restaurant is based off of their specific needs, like the layout of the building with routes, form of food being transported, what kind of food you want to offer at your restaurant, the total number of consumers and guests, and the demographics and the distance traveled. For serving, cafeterias offer counters of hot and cold foods. This will include specific equipment like buffet tables that we're all familiar with. These have temperature-controlled sections, sneeze guards, and various methods for tray service. Dining room table service trays or carts can be used to carry menu items and food to guests. There can be small serving stations with small cabinets in or near the dining area, and these are usually equipped with silverware, napkins, items like water, ice, glasses, coffee cups, and regular cups, etc. This speeds up service and makes it more efficient, and we're all familiar with this in the dining halls and hospitals and any larger operation where a lot of people need to be fed all at once. This reduces the distance traveled to serve your guests. And the introduction to the different types of service. The key point here is style of service refers to the method by which a customer accesses and receives prepared food. These all have common objectives, including high quality of food, the food being served at the correct temperature for palatability and microbial safety, keeping it out of the temperature danger zone, and attractively served food and visually pleasing as we eat with our eyes first. The style of service must be economically compatible with the goals and standards of the organization or food service operation. So this should parallel with your mission statement of your restaurant. The basic types of service are self-service, tray service, wait service, and portable meals. And that's all.